Pep Guardiola channeled his inner Ossie Ardiles as he played with five forwards to smash through Watford's defensive plan and return to the top for the first time since they were crowned champions last season. Not since Ardiles threw caution to the wind and played five up front for Tottenham in the 90s has a team looked so attack-minded as City were yesterday. What looked on paper a 4-3-3 turned out to be a front five with Bernardo Silva and Ilkay Gundogan joining Jack Grealish as central strikers with Raheem Sterling and Phil Foden high up on either flank. The outcome was that Claudio Ranieri's tactic to frustrate City was torn apart pretty quickly with his defenders not knowing who to mark. Aymeric Laporte had already seen one header cleared off the line by João Pedro before City scored after 4 minutes when Foden was left in acres of space on the left to find Sterling to head in unopposed. It was no exaggeration to say City could have repeated the 6 goals they put past Watford in the 2019 FA Cup final before the half-hour. In form, Bernardo did eventually strike either side of half-time to take his personal tally to 5 goals in 7 games. By the time Cucho Hernandez replied late for Watford, the visitors were comfortably on their way to a 7th win in a row. After seeing leaders Chelsea slip up at lunchtime, Guardiola freshened things up from the midweek win at Aston Villa with Foden and Grealish returning to the starting lineup and Kevin De Bruyne back on the bench following COVID. Remarkably, Ranieri had never lost a Premier League game to City during his time at Chelsea, Leicester and Fulham, but this was a mismatch with his current team hovering on the fringes of the relegation zone. Sterling's early breakthrough threatened to open the floodgates. He forced a full-length dive from Daniel Barkman and Grealish then headed straight at the Watford keeper from Foden's corner. The visitors were passing the ball as crisply as their white shirts and poor Grealish did everything but score. The £100 million man was denied by the legs of Barkman and later on hit the top of the crossbar with a deflected shot. To Watford's credit, they tried to get forward as much as they could with 20% possession. For brief periods Guardiola even had to reshuffle back to a regulation midfield 3. More often it remained a front 5 and City had so many players in the final third. Grealish inadvertently blocked Gundogan's goal-bound shot.